Welcome to Dark Feed, where once you find the feed, it finds you. I never really thought about mirrors. They were just mirrors, ordinary things you find everywhere. I looked into one every morning without a second thought. I brushed my teeth, fixed my hair, maybe checked my face for a zit or two. Simple, plain, nothing worth worrying about. But that all changed the night I first noticed the glitch. It was late, around midnight. I was exhausted from work, half asleep in my tiny apartment bathroom. I stared into the mirror while brushing my teeth, and just for a split second, I saw my reflection blink a moment after I did, like it was slightly out of sync with me. I stopped brushing and froze, trying to tell myself I must have imagined it. Maybe the fluorescent light flickered, or my tired eyes played tricks. But the feeling didn't go away. The air felt heavier. I looked closer. My reflection wasn't quite right. Not yet, but it was beginning. The next evening, I tried to forget it. I kept my eyes off the mirror. But when I passed by the bathroom, I caught it again. My reflection smiled. I wasn't smiling. My lips hadn't moved. But there it was, an almost imperceptible curl at the edges of my mouth. Just a flicker of a smile that I didn't feel. I stared, heart pounding. I blinked, and the smile was gone. Just my normal face staring back. I wanted to tell myself it was a hallucination. Maybe the late nights, the stress, the constant exhaustion. But the smile felt deliberate, like it was watching me, mocking me. After that, things escalated quickly. My reflection didn't just blink late or smile when I wasn't. It started moving independently. I raised my hand slowly, expecting my reflection to copy exactly. But it hesitated, delayed, then moved too quickly or too slowly. Once, I waved, but my reflection stayed still, staring at me with eyes too wide, too empty. I tested it every day, sometimes hourly. The glitches happened all the time. My reflection seemed alive, but not alive like me. Alive like something else, something waiting, something watching. I stopped sleeping well. I was exhausted, but every time I closed my eyes, I saw cracks spiderwebbing across the glass. Faint whispers echoed in my ears, unintelligible murmurs that slowly grew louder. They called my name. Sometimes, I swear I could hear a faint voice, barely audible, whispering secrets I didn't want to know. I stopped looking into mirrors entirely, but it didn't matter. The reflection was everywhere. Not just mirrors, windows, phone screens, the surface of my laptop, even puddles on the sidewalk. Wherever I looked, it was there, staring, waiting. One night, I woke up to an icy chill. The bathroom was glowing faintly. I crept toward the door, heart hammering. The mirror shone with an unnatural light. I stood in front of it, paralyzed. Behind me in the reflection, I saw a figure. Not me. It was like me, but wrong. The eyes were hollow black holes. The smile stretched impossibly wide, cruel and unnatural. I spun around, but the room was empty. I looked back to the mirror. The figure was gone, but I could feel it, watching, breathing down my neck. I tried to prove it. I recorded myself with my phone, desperate for evidence. But every video just showed me, normal me, confused, scared, but no glitches, no figures, nothing. I was alone. The whispers became voices, clearer, louder. They told me things, terrible things, secrets I wasn't supposed to hear. They clawed at my mind, tearing at my sanity. I tried to ignore them, but the reflection wouldn't let me. It wanted to be seen. It wanted me to see it. One night, I stood in front of the mirror and spoke aloud. I asked who it was, what it wanted. The reflection sneered. The glass cracked, spiderwebbing across the surface. The room froze cold. I felt breath on my neck. I turned. No one was there. I looked back at the mirror. My face was distorted, twisted into a grotesque mask by the cracks. After that night, everything changed. I stopped recognizing myself. In every reflective surface, I saw the figure. Waiting, watching, grinning. I tried to smash the mirror. I took a hammer and smashed it into pieces. The shards glittered on the floor, but the figure didn't disappear. It stared through the broken glass, the cracks crawling over its face like veins. I ran from the apartment that night, but it followed me, reflections everywhere. In store windows, puddles, car surfaces. I moved. New city, new apartment, new life, but it came with me. I covered mirrors, wrapped screens in cloth, but the glitch was still there, waiting. My friends stopped calling. They said I was paranoid, distant. Maybe they were right, but I knew the truth. The mirror was breaking through. It wanted me. I heard my name whispered in empty rooms. I felt fingers brush my skin when no one was there. At night, I dreamed of endless black corridors lined with mirrors. Each showed a twisted version of me, smiling, screaming, watching. One night, I awoke to glass breaking. I live alone. No one else should be there. I grabbed my phone, but the screen was black except for my distorted face staring back with hollow eyes. The voices screamed inside my head. I covered my ears, but the sound was inside me, inside my bones. I wanted to stop, to escape, but the mirror had me now. I'm writing this because I don't know how long I have left. If you find this recording, if you ever see a glitch in your mirror, please don't look too long. Don't blink, because once the reflection watches back, it never stops. I still see it. In every window, every puddle, every spoon. The glitch in the mirror is everywhere. I can't escape. It's inside me now. Mirrors aren't just glass and silver. They're doors. Doors to something dark and hungry. I don't know if this story ends. I don't know if I will. But if you hear whispers late at night, if your reflection moves too slow, if it smiles when you don't look away. Look back. It's already looking at you. Once it sees you, it never lets go. If you're listening to this now, and your mirror glitches just for a moment, remember me. Remember what I said. Don't blink. Don't look away. The glitch is coming for you next. It wasn't just the mirror anymore. The glitch crept into every part of my life. It invaded my devices, my phone, my laptop, even the TV. I would catch flickers, brief moments where my reflection didn't match me, or where a shadow moved against the grain of reality. I tried to disconnect. I threw away my phone. I unplugged my computer. I even covered every reflective surface in my apartment. Still, the glitch found its way in. It whispered to me from dark corners. I could feel its breath on my skin even when I was outside, under the sun. It waited, patient and hungry. One evening, I sat in my darkened room, heart pounding, hands shaking. I looked at the blacked-out TV screen. For a moment, I saw it. My face, twisted, grinning, eyes black holes, staring back at me. I screamed. The reflection smiled wider. I tried to run, but the door wouldn't open. The room grew cold, shadows stretching across the walls. The whispers became screams, echoing in my head. I don't know how long I sat there, trapped in that nightmare. When I finally woke, my phone was ringing. The caller ID was my own number. I answered. A voice, distorted and cold, whispered my name. Then the line went dead. I haven't answered a call since. I don't sleep anymore. I don't eat. I don't leave my apartment except to cover every mirror and screen I can find. But I can't escape it. The glitch lives inside me now. I see it when I close my eyes. It waits in every shadow. And sometimes, late at night, I hear it laughing. It's been months since it started, but the feeling hasn't faded. I know it's coming for me. I don't know when, but I know it's coming. If you ever see your reflection blink late, smile when you don't, or move when you're still, run. Don't wait, because once the glitch finds you, it never lets go. And the mirror becomes a doorway you can never close. I started writing a journal, not because I wanted to keep track of the days or make sense of time, but because the voices inside my head needed a place to live. Sometimes, Putting them on paper was the only way to keep from losing myself completely. Day 1. I don't know how long this has been going on. The mirror glitch, the whispers, the shadow watching from the edges of my vision. Today, I tried to cover every reflective surface in my apartment with black cloth. It didn't help. I saw it anyway, in the small crack where the cloth didn't meet, in the screen of my dead phone, in the corner of my eye. It's always there, waiting, watching. Day 4. I heard my name again last night, soft at first, then louder. It was inside my head, like it was coming from somewhere far away but also right next to me. I screamed into the darkness, but it didn't stop. It laughed. The laugh was low, guttural, like metal scraping against glass. I'm so tired. Day 7. I think it's learning me, my habits. When I get up, when I sit down, when I try to hide. I can feel it studying me through every reflection, through every screen. I'm losing track of reality. I don't know what's real anymore. The glitch moves faster now, like it's breaking free from the mirror. I'm scared. I kept the journal hidden in a drawer, but I'm not sure it helped. The more I wrote, the more fragmented I became. My memories started slipping away, replaced by the glitch's twisted versions of my life. One entry mentioned a dream I barely remembered writing. I was trapped in a room made entirely of mirrors. Every surface reflected a different version of me. Some smiling, some crying, some screaming. I reached out to touch one reflection, but my hand passed through like smoke. The reflections whispered my secrets back to me, secrets I never told anyone. When I woke, my hand was trembling. Alongside the journal, I found something else. A file on my old laptop, hidden deep in the system. I hadn't seen it before. The file was named Reflection_Logs. Curiosity mixed with dread as I opened it. Inside were recordings, videos and audio files labeled with timestamps spanning the last few months. One video showed me standing in front of the mirror, eyes wide, frozen in fear. But then the camera's angle shifted slightly, and behind me in the reflection, a shadow moved, slow, deliberate. It didn't belong to me. Another file was an audio recording of whispered voices, indistinct but chilling. Sometimes a faint voice called my name. Other times it recited strange phrases I couldn't understand. The final recording was different. It was a confession, a whispering, shaky voice telling a story. They come through the glass, not all at once, but when you blink, when you look away. The glitch is not a mistake. It's a hunger, a door between worlds. Once you see it, it knows you, and it waits. I didn't know who recorded it. I didn't know if it was me or someone else, but it sounded like a warning. I started piecing together a timeline of my descent into this nightmare. The glitch had been growing, infecting every reflection, every device, every screen I owned. It was patient, watching from the edges of reality, waiting for me to break. And I was breaking. There were nights when I barely slept, hearing the whispering voices through the silence, seeing faces in the shadows that vanished when I looked directly. I stopped answering calls. I stopped checking messages. I stopped looking outside my apartment windows. But the glitch was everywhere, in the flicker of a screen, in the shape of a shadow, in the silence before a whisper. One night, I decided to confront it. I stood in front of the largest mirror I owned. My breath fogged the glass. I spoke aloud. "Who are you? What do you want?" The reflection didn't move at first. Then slowly it smiled. Not the faint smile I'd seen before, but a wide, cruel grin that stretched impossibly across its face. "You invited me," it whispered through the glass. "You opened the door." The glass cracked, sharp lines spiderwebbing across the surface. I felt a cold rush sweep through me, like icy fingers crawling down my spine. I stumbled back, heart racing. The reflection shattered, but the pieces still glowed faintly, the cracks pulsing like veins. I'm not sure how long I stayed on the floor, gasping for breath. When I looked back up, the mirror was just a mirror again. Cold, empty and silent. Since that night, the glitch has been different. It's no longer just a reflection. It's a presence. I feel it in my dreams, in my thoughts, in the silence between heartbeats. Just waiting, always waiting. Sometimes I catch it watching me through my phone camera or through the cracked screen of my laptop. Sometimes it's there when I'm alone in a room without mirrors. Its eyes black holes, its smile impossibly wide. I've started recording everything. Audio logs, video diaries, written notes. Trying to document what's happening before I lose myself completely. I don't know how much longer I have. If you're hearing this, it means the glitch has found me. Or maybe I found you. Be careful what you see in the mirror, because sometimes the reflection isn't you, and sometimes it's waiting. I'm writing this last entry under the weight of exhaustion, paranoia, and something worse. An emptiness swallowing me from the inside. Days blend into nights. Time folds and fractures. Reality slips through my fingers like smoke. The glitch is no longer just outside me. It's inside. It's my breath, my heartbeat, the silence after every word. I can't trust my reflection anymore. Not in mirrors, not in screens, not in anything reflective. Sometimes when I catch a glimpse, it's not me, it's something else. One night, I saw myself standing behind me in the reflection. I was frozen, but the figure moved, smiling. I reached out to touch the glass, but my hand passed through like it was made of water. The other me reached back, fingers cold and sharp. I woke up gasping, drenched in sweat, but the mark was there, for thin, deep scratches on my wrist. Sometimes I hear a voice whispering from inside my head. It tells me stories, twisted memories, confessions of sins I don't remember committing, warnings I can't understand. It speaks in riddles, tells me that the mirror is a doorway, that once you see the glitch, you are marked. Tells me that I invited it in. I tried to fight it. I smashed every mirror, destroyed every reflective surface I could find. But the glitch persisted. It spread like a virus, infecting the very air I breathe, the light I see, the shadows I fear. It's impossible to escape. I started leaving messages for whoever might find this. Maybe it's a warning. Maybe it's a plea. Maybe it's a confession. If you see your reflection move on its own, if it blinks when you don't, if it smiles at you when you are still, run. Don't look back, because once it knows your name, it never forgets, and the mirror never closes. Tonight, I looked into the cracked mirror one last time. The reflection stared back with hollow eyes. The smile was wide, and I blinked, but it didn't blink back. There's a final piece I need to share, something I found hidden deep in the files on my laptop. A message, a warning from someone who came before me. The file was titled, "To You." It read, "You think the glitch is just a trick of light or tired eyes. You are wrong. It is a shadow born from the darkest corners of the web, a curse spread through lost media and corrupted files. It watches, waits, learns, and it feeds on fear. If you see it, it is already too late. The only way to survive is to refuse the reflection, to never meet its gaze. But even then, it will follow you, because the glitch is hunger. The glitch is the mirror breaking, and once it breaks, it never heals. I don't know if I will make it through the night, but if this is my last message, know this: the glitch isn't just a story. It's real. It's here, and it's watching. I hear it now, whispering behind me, just waiting for me to blink, to look away, to let it in. I'm not sure I can stop it anymore, but maybe if you listen carefully, you can hear it too. The glitch, the broken mirror, the reflection that isn't yours. Don't blink. Don't look away, because once you do, it will be too late, and the mirror will never close again.